All right. If you are answering phone calls for your company, your life is going to get a lot easier with AI. I can't wait to show you what we do. So let's get into it. So, how does our AI actually help you? It does the lower end tasks for you, so your time is spent doing higher value tasks. This is what any AI does for any human, really. In this case, for you, the lower end tasks is like texting, emailing, reaching out to leads, trying to warm them up, get them interested, and get them on a warm phone call. So it'll do that for you so that your day is spent talking to people, being on the phone with them, and closing deals. So let's talk about what it is that we actually do. So we custom design your AI, and it'll actually know your product, your service, your style, your calling hours. And then this is all done beforehand. So we've already met with your company, most likely integrated with your CRM. So Crystal knows which leads to text. And then the magic happens where Crystal will text your leads. Okay, so let's call one of the leads Larry lead. Okay, so Crystal's going to initiate the conversation. It will be able to pre-qualify, handle objections, and ultimately it'll lead to one of two scenarios. One is that Crystal will basically settle on a time with Larry lead, or whether that's right now, 4 p.m. in 10 minutes, and then Larry lead is someone expecting the call. Or scenario two is Crystal will see that Larry lead is engaging somewhat or is seeing the text, and Crystal will just initiate the call herself because Crystal is anticipating that Larry lead has some interest and would want to be on a call. Okay, so regardless of which one it is, Crystal calls Larry lead, and then what'll happen is Larry lead will see something like this. It says maybe Crystal. Okay, let's say they agreed to a call at 4 p.m. on Monday. And then what happens is after that call gets answered by Larry lead, it gets routed to you, and then you spend your day on calls with qualified people and closing more deals. Okay, now here's some quick tips because people won't just close themselves. You will have to use some skill. Okay, so we do a lot of the work for you. This will make your life easier, but there are certain things to know. Okay, so let's get back to it. Crystal calls Larry lead, routes the call to you. Sometimes they remember. So what's going to happen is they receive a call. It's going to sound something like this when your lead picks up the phone.
Hi, I'm calling from Monarchy Media.
Or your company.
Press 1 to continue with your requested call and speak with the representative. Now connecting you to a representative. This call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Okay, so the good news is that it's not random. They actually have to press 1 that shows intention on the lead's end. And sometimes they'll be like, oh yeah, Crystal said she'd call me on Monday. Yeah, oh right, she's going to connect me with the senior specialist regarding the whatever you guys do. Okay, and that'll be a simple conversation because it'll be ring ring, and then you say, hey, this is so-and-so with ABC Company. Oh yeah, great, I'm glad I got connected. Yeah, I was interested. I was just texting with your associate Crystal there. Okay, great, yes, tell me more. Right, easy transition. Now, sometimes they remember, but sometimes, a lot of the time we found actually, they forget. They were actually texting, but people have busy lives. They have a lot going on, so they don't even remember what was actually happening. And they'll get the call, and they'll answer it anyway. So a tip is to act as if it's an outbound call that you called them. Because remember, look, he's receiving the call. So one mistake that you don't want to do is you don't want to answer the phone like, hey, so-and-so with ABC Company. And they're like, hello? Yeah, what's going on? And you're like, yeah, hey, it's so-and-so with ABC Company. How may I help you? Right? You're acting like you're receiving an inbound call. And they're like, you called me. What's up? You're like, and then they're like, oh, okay, forget it, click, right? So that's what you want to avoid. That would be a mistake. Rather, you want to act as if it's like, they're just like, what, right? So what you want to do is you want to act as if it's an outbound call, and you want to drop hints to remind them of what this is all about to get them engaged in the call. So an example, what to say when you pick up the phone, and have a script ready. Don't think you're just going to pick up the phone and know exactly what to do on the spot without practicing. Okay, have something ready. For example, hey, it's so-and-so with ABC Company. Hey, thanks so much for your interest and inquiry in. And then here, drop as many hints as you can. Hey, I love connecting with people who right? You could reiterate it and then transition into a question, which is just sales 101. It carries the conversation forward. So here's an example. You're a land investment company. Hey, Jenny here with your own land properties. Hey, thanks for inquiring about our Kensal land property. I love to connect with people who love land as much as I do. What type of land are you looking for? Are you more into like fishing, hunting, or are you planning on retiring here? Oh yeah, no, it was more so. Yeah, I'm definitely into hunting. I got the text from who was it? Crystal. I thought it was interesting. Oh great. Okay, tell me more. And then the conversation just evolves from there. So that's a quick tutorial on what we do. Again, take 5 minutes just to think about how you're going to answer the phone. We're going to be sending you calls all day. If you're worried about getting too many calls, don't worry. We start it and ramp it up very slowly. We work with you to make sure this is good. If you're worried about like, oh my God, what if it's too many calls or I miss a call? Okay, don't worry about that. We're going to make sure that we're adjusting along the way. And even worst case, if there is a call that's missed, you could always call back. You're going to have the caller ID. You're also going to have the conversation that Crystal had with your leads in your CRM. So when it calls through, that conversation will actually import into your CRM. And then worst case, if all those things fail, you get the caller ID, you still haven't had a chance to call back. If you miss the call, then Crystal can actually re-engage the lead and get them back on a phone call. Hey, sorry we missed you, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be a game changer. Let us know if you have any questions, and all the best.